A very good morning to you. Nice to have you join us. This is the first edition of the show for the week. I'm Yemi Adebayo.
And I'm Cecilia Omogben. What a way to start this morning. It's with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. They gave us a huge scare, but somehow they were able to get into the semi-finals of the African Nations Championship in Morocco.
Yeah, a good one for the home Eagles, and we'll see how far they can go in Morocco. All right, let's travel abroad now and talk about Gabonese striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Is getting closer and close. Arsenal are close to agreeing a £60 million deal with Borussia Dortmund for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. When will it happen? It's not a matter of if now, it's when. Cecilia.
Okay, getting closer and closer. Arsenal paid the 60M and just let this guy come over because the fans right now are not happy with him. He was booed in his first appearance. Just that game, they had to, not shabby draw. All right, still on the program, we're talking about Roger Federer this morning. He's the history-making man, 20 and counting. He wants more. How many more can he go for? Steffi Graf's or that of Serena Williams, which is like 23. He's 36, remember, but we don't know how long he's going to continue like this. But Roger Federer is surely the man that made our weekend special.
Yeah, he is. And, well, we'll talk much about him later on the show. But, of course, let's start with another man in the same bracket as Roger Federer. But we're talking golf now. Let's talk about Tiger Woods. Is back, is feeling optimistic, had his first official PGA Tour game, and he's feeling good right now, Cecilia. At the Farmers Insurance Open, Tiger Woods says that his body passed the test. And, of course, he knows how he's been feeling of late, and, we talked about how he has completed one or two tournaments, not at a very serious level, and he came out of it, unscathed, and now he went to this one on the PGA Tour calendar, and he says, look, my body passed the test, the result notwithstanding, it was good for me.
It was definitely good for him because at Torrey Pine, he finished 7 shots off the leader at Torrey Pines, and if you check what he has done so far, in the first tournament in which he appeared, not a PGA Tour, just talking about the last one that was in December, he feels he wasn't at his best there. But coming to the PGA Tour, and after struggling with back injuries for in the last 10 months, but he was able to count a rounds of 72, 71 and 70 before a 72 to finish on 3 under. So you would say that's a huge performance for Tiger Woods coming back into the fray again, wants to be a contender. But the thing he's really not talking about is the fact that he doesn't know how many tournaments he will be playing this year, because he says he hasn't really worked out a schedule. Just want to see how good it's going, and that's how he's going to go about it.
Yeah, it's one of the things that comes with age, and I'm very sure the 42-year-old will, sort that out. Let's listen to him. A very optimistic Tiger Woods this morning. We'll listen to him. Come back for more sports this morning.
Well, I think overall it was very positive. The big concern was, playing out of the rough. I hadn't played out of ryegrass since last year. It's been 12 full months. What was I able to do? And I hit some shots this week. Hit some really good ones out of there. Unfortunately, I put myself in there. Overall, I'm very, very, very happy the way I was able to fight out the scores. As I was telling Dottie over there, these weren't yawners. Down the middle on the green, missed the first one, one hand the second one. These were grinds, and I fought hard, and it was nice to see that I'm able to still grind. I don't have my best stuff, and on top of that, these are narrow fairways, and now it's windy. It just compounded it. It made it very difficult for me. Anyways, I don't know what the rest of the guys, but it was tough for me. I think as the weeks go on, we want to see, how I was feeling after one tournament, and go back home, kind of reassess, where I'm at, and, keep doing that. I mean, these are things that honestly, I can't tell you. Like, oh, yeah, I'm going to play 5 tournaments in a row. I don't know what my body can do yet. I'm still learning it.
All right, welcome back. So, told you earlier that the man is someone in the same category as Roger Federer, but that's Tiger Woods, feeling very optimistic. Well, he's going to have to organize the schedule, Cecilia. When you get to this age, you have to manage your body very well.
Tiger Woods is 42. Come on, golf. You can play golf as much as you.
But you still have to manage your body very well.
I think it's all about the injury. That fusion I mean, back fusion, that's what the spinal fusion. It's something he had to do to be able to, to be able to play golf again. But I think if he's really fit and ready to roll, I think that's a good thing about it. But then, okay, from Tiger Woods, I'll move straight to the NBA. And Russell Westbrook is on that player we'll be talking about this morning. But then we'll just take a look at the result that went down all through the night and early hours of this morning, starting with the game between Milwaukee Bucks and the Chicago Bulls. That game was 110-96. Giannis Antetokounmpo scoring 27 points for Milwaukee Bucks to be able to beat the Chicago Bulls in that one. They have the Phoenix Suns and, of course, the Houston Rockets. And James Harden was the one who dominated that one, having also 27.10 rebounds to lead the Rockets.
Even though the team performance, according to them, wasn't as good as they expected, but they still won.
They still won, and his winning is all about it. And it wasn't even as slim as 1 or 2 or 3 points, but the margin was a bit huge. The Pistons and the Cavaliers, well, LeBron James came up with 25 points, 14 assists, and narrowly missed his second straight triple-double. But then it was good enough for the Cavs to beat Detroit Pistons by 121-104.
Yeah, 17 points.
Yeah, eighth straight loss.
That's good.
Good one, yeah. Also, over the night, you have the Kings and the Spurs playing. The Kings are, well, not a good one for them, but for the San Antonio Spurs, Brian Forbes scoring a season high of 23 points to help the San Antonio Spurs overcome a sluggish second start for that 113-93 victory on Sunday night over the Sacramento Kings. And 76ers, and of course, the Thunder, that's the one we'll be focusing on this morning. It was Russell Westbrook getting 37 points. And, of course, not only that, having the 8th straight victory on the night. Just take a look at this lad. Whenever he's on court, you just have a way of springing some good one. The assist, 14. That is really massive.
Yeah, huge. It's a tank, always ready to explode. He's heavily loaded with ammunition, one-man riot squad. Now he's had good, decent backup. In this game, we're talking about Paul George to wade in with 31 points. It's good for the team. I've always talked about load sharing, and I think it's working out for them. But the star man, obviously, Russell. And after every game, OKC, we're back. We're talking about Russell. If we're not talking about him, maybe he was sent off court or something. But if he plays throughout, definitely after the game, we'll be talking about Russell Westbrook.
He usually doesn't have a bad day. They know so much.
Rarely does.
Rarely does. Okay, now, enough of the NBA. Move straight to the big one of the weekend, talking about Roger Federer, the man